sitting and watching the wind blow through the trees, it makes me think about space and time. And as the wind moves the trees, if you subtract out the element of time, watching the trees move in the wind becomes kind of this non-physical experience, because it made me realize that without time, the meaning of the trees moving is null. There is no meaning. It's just molecules affecting other molecules, and there's kind of this swirl. And this kind of made me go on this down the rabbit hole of what does time affect in our psychology. And if you think about it, without time, there's no anxiety. Anxiety comes from this sense that it's a fear of the unknown. It's a fear of not knowing what's coming next, or fear of that something has been lost. But without time, that kind of anxiety can't exist because there's no separation. If you remove time from the equation, you just have oneness. Time's this illusion that makes us consider that there is a separateness between now and later, now and the past, now and anything else, now and having something, now and not having something. Time is kind of a construct that we've come to value, but is not necessary. It's not necessary to put any emphasis on time. It's not necessary. I mean, sure, in the world that we live in, we have to be certain places so we can earn our certain amounts of income so that we can have our survival. That time is relevant for things like that. But in other parts of life, when we're just existing, there's no need for time. There's no need for time when you're sleeping. There's no need for time if you're just relaxing. You just be. Time separates you from beingness. And time separates you from a feeling of wholeness. Time separates you from loved ones. If you think about anybody that you've loved in your life, anybody you've connected with, or anybody that you miss, subtract the aspect of time from that relationship, and you are with them eternally. If they've ever come into your experience, they're always part of your experience. And when you remove time from the equation, anything you've ever enjoyed about them, you keep forever. When you're thinking about somebody who psychologically helps you feel complete, spiritually helps you feel complete, a really good way to realize that that person is never separate from you is to nullify your identification with time. And once you do, it makes it a lot easier to understand how that person is never separate from you. And if that person is never separate from you, that person is you. And the value that you place on that person is part of you. Your memory is you. The feeling that you have about that person is you. The overwhelming, enveloping sensation of having that person in your presence is a memory That's yours. That means it's you. The only thing separating you from that moment is time. So, just for today, bring yourself into oneness by releasing time and letting all things happen right now. All good memories are happening right now. All future hopes are happening right now. Because without time, everything happens simultaneously. And it's now. And all that's now is you. Your memories are you. Your hopes are you. Your present is you. Everything is you. And you're whole. By releasing time today, you'll feel whole. Give it a practice.